Hey everyone, so in the following video we'll go over the Como homepage, the dark version of the following website. And what we'll do is just go over the following page structure, explain how it's set up, and essentially give you the options to duplicate the following page. So first of all, let's go over the page structure just to see how it is built to get a better idea of what our next steps are. So essentially this is just a regular image slider. Scrolling down, we have a mosaic grid over here, and this is added in as a shortcode. Next off, we have some latest blog posts added in here. And scrolling further down, this section all the way through to this area over here, this is essentially a Visual Composer shortcode that can be edited with your own images and so forth. And then of course at the very bottom we just have the regular footer area. These are widgets. This is widget area first, second, and third, and this is just the regular Instagram plugin that we have as well. So let's first of all go over and talk about the Visual Composer first, and then we'll also look into adding in the following image slider, adding in the mosaic grid, and then also these latest blog posts. All right, so the following Visual Composer, we'll need to basically take the following Visual Composer shortcode, and this shortcode is added or that is available within our written documentation. So we'll copy the following shortcode, and then we'll open up a page. I have a sample page here. As you'll see, it's blank. I have absolutely no content here whatsoever, and we'll simply need to copy and paste the following code here, but be sure that you switch over to text mode. Copy paste the following code here. The page settings, we have the default page template, full width page, no featured image. In terms of slideshow, technically we can just go ahead and select a slideshow right now. This will be just the home slider, just we have something up and running. Alright, so we'll close this off, and then over here within the page settings area, we will hide our page title just because we don't want the home to be visible, and then everything else does not apply at this point. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on update. We'll go and refresh the following page to see what we've come up with at this point. Okay, so here we have our image slider. And then we have the following short code that we've added from the Visual Composer. So you see here that we have these blocks of information, text, images, and so forth. Okay, so let me just drag this here. First of all, the main difference is that we have the dark background, whereas in our version we have just a light background, and of course we have a different width of our page at this point. But nonetheless, the process remains the same in terms of editing the following area here. So in order to edit all of this, we will need to switch over back to our sample page backend, and then just open up the following front-end editor in a new tab. We'll open this up here, and in this area we can essentially adjust all of the images and text that we have within the Visual Composer shortcode. Alright, so let's take a quick look into this and a quick look into the setup. So here we have an area that consists out of several areas. Basically, we have a background image over here, and then we have a text area that includes an image and some regular text. Okay, so in order to edit the following background image, hover over this area. You'll see an area called row. You'll need to expand this and click on the following pencil or the edit button. And if we scroll down, we have just some basic adjustments here that technically can be adjusted. For example, like the parallax effect, parallax speed, all these details can be adjusted if needed. Next off, within the design options, this is essentially where we have the following image. So if you want to update your image, simply remove our default image, click here on this little plus sign, and upload an image from either your media library or click on upload files, and the process is pretty much the same as uploading from to a regular blog post. But at this point, I'll just go ahead and select an image from my computer, and it'll be this one here. So I'll click on set image. I'll add it to our background, and then I'll need to click on save changes. Okay, so we simply close the following area here, and here we have the following background image. Okay, so as you see, we have that little parallax effect. So once again, the following parallax effect can be adjusted if needed. Next off, we have the little text block area that includes an image and some text. So once again, we'll click on this edit button over here, and we can edit the following text. Now, it's currently not visible. However, if we select everything here, you see that we have our text, and then of course we have the actual image that we've uploaded, just a transparent PNG image with a transparent background that is added, and we've also center aligned the following area here. So if needed, you can always remove the following image if that would be required, and click on Save Changes. Okay, and if we close this off, here we go. So this area over here is edited just as any standard WordPress text editor. There's nothing super fancy or special about this. Once again, super easy and simple to work around with. And if you need to add an image, simply click on Add Media, and you upload just a regular image with a transparent background like this one over here. Okay, so let's close this off and scroll further down. Okay, so this area over here, if we switch over to our sample page, actually our demo page over here, you see that we have the dark background and we have white text. So this is why this area is not visible. However, it's there and it is editable. So we'll simply need to click on the following edit icon on the text block, and once again we have all of this text, and if we selected all, we have this over here that can be adjusted. You can change the text color by clicking over here, change it to black, click on Save Changes, close this, and voila, here we go. This is essentially how you can edit the following three areas here as well. And of course, you can change these little numbers if needed as well. Once again, just hover over this area, click on Edit, and you will be able to change this. So pretty much everything within the following page can be changed. You can change the text, you can add hyperlinks, whatever needs to be done, you can do all of this within this area over here. Okay, scrolling further down, once again we have another image, just some more text, background, coloring, and so forth. So once again, to change the image, expand our row settings, click on Edit. Okay, and here within the design options, if we scroll down, we're able to change the image. Once again, we can change the parallax, speed, and the parallax effect. We have a few options over here by default, and then there's really nothing else that needs to be done. And within the design options, there's nothing here for us to play around with as well. So let's just close this off at this point. Next off, once again, we have the following text on a dark gray background. So the following text can be changed to white. So let me just go ahead and change this. Okay, so we'll select white, we'll click on Save Changes, close this, and here we go, we have this text. Now, technically, we can also change the following background. And once again, you'll simply need to click on Edit over here, and then click on Design Options, and then we have the following background color. So this background color, let's just go ahead and select just this grayish color over here. We'll click on Save Changes, and it will be changed. So all of these details can be adjusted. Then we have this little separator over here that can be changed as well. Once again, this is just all within the following text block and area. If needed, these little details can be changed as well. Scrolling further down, closing this off. This is pretty much it. I mean, there's really not much to the following Visual Composer editor. Let's just go back to our demo version, just take a quick look once again. So we talked about the following image, we talked about these three areas here and this area. And once again, our footer, these are standard WordPress widgets, which we will go over these in a separate video alongside with this area over here and this area over here. That will be done in a separate video as well. So once you've finalized all of your customizations, once you're happy with how things look, simply go ahead and click on update, and we'll have a little message over here, successfully updated. So we'll close this off and go back to our back end, and we'll just open this up in a new tab just to see what the following page turned out to be like. Okay, so here we have the image slider, we have our Visual Composer shortcode already edited, how we want it to be with images updated and text and so forth. Alright, so once we've done that, let's go ahead and talk about these areas over here. But for additional details regarding image sizes and other recommendations, be sure to check out our written documentation, or also to obtain the following shortcode. All of these details are provided in the written documentation, so be sure to check that out as well. Thank you.